Hello, my friends. Leave a comment where you see us and at what time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I was living in a small apartment in Boulder, Colorado in early 2025, working as a barista and saving for college. It was a quiet life, just me and my cat, Luna, in a cozy place near the Flatirons. One morning, at 5 a.m., my phone rang, jolting me awake. The screen showed unknown caller, no number. I hesitated, but answered, thinking it might be an emergency. Static crackled through the line, followed by faint whispers, like a crowd murmuring in the distance. I said, "Hello," repeatedly, but no one responded. The whispers grew louder. Then the call dropped. I sat in bed, heart racing, Luna staring at me from the foot of the bed. I tried to dismiss it as a prank, but the air felt heavy, oppressive.
Later that day, my mom called, sobbing. My grandmother had passed away at 4:30 a.m. from a sudden stroke. The timing hit me like a punch. Her death was around when my phone rang. I told my mom about the call, and she went quiet. "Sometimes they try to say goodbye," she said softly. I didn't believe in ghosts, but the coincidence was too much. I checked my call log. The unknown call was listed, time-stamped 5:02 a.m. I couldn't explain it. The next week, another call came at 3 a.m. Same static, same whispers, no clear words. I didn't answer the third time, letting it go to voicemail, but no message was left. I was terrified, sleeping with the lights on, Luna curled up beside me. I researched phantom calls online and found stories of people receiving calls from deceased loved ones, often with static and faint voices. Some called it after-death communication, a final message from the departed. I wanted to believe it was my grandma, but the calls felt unsettling, not comforting.
I told my best friend Emma, who suggested a medium. I was skeptical but desperate. The medium, a kind woman in Denver, said my grandma's spirit might be lingering, trying to reach me. She performed a cleansing ritual over the phone, asking my grandma to move on. The call stopped for a while, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was still watching. Luna started staring at corners, her eyes tracking something invisible. One night, the phone rang again. 2 a.m., unknown caller. I didn't answer, but the voicemail captured static and a faint voice saying, "I'm here." It sounded like my grandma, but distorted, wrong. I played it to my mom, who cried, saying it was her voice but not her words. We decided to change my number. The call stopped, but I kept the voicemail, too scared to delete it. I moved to a new apartment in Fort Collins, hoping for a fresh start. In Fort Collins, things were quiet, but I couldn't relax. I read about Boulder's history, old mining towns with restless spirits. My apartment was near an old cemetery, which didn't help my nerves. I started attending a grief support group, sharing my story. Others had similar experiences. Calls, whispers, signs from the dead. It made me feel less crazy, but more aware of the thin line between life and death. I kept researching, finding articles on phone calls from the dead, a phenomenon reported worldwide. Some say it's spirits manipulating electronics. Others say it's grief playing tricks on the mind. I leaned toward the latter, but couldn't deny the voicemail. I sent it to a paranormal investigator who said it was genuine but inconclusive. He suggested my grandma was trying to comfort me, but I wasn't so sure.
Now I'm cautious with my phone, screening every call. Luna still stares at corners sometimes, but I tell myself it's just her being a cat. I visit my grandma's grave in Boulder's Green Mountain Cemetery, leaving flowers and talking to her. I ask her to rest, hoping she's at peace. The calls haven't returned, but I keep my old phone, the voicemail preserved, a haunting reminder. I've learned to live with the uncertainty. Maybe it was my grandma. Maybe it was something else. Boulder's history, with its old mines and cemeteries, makes me wonder if spirits linger there. I'm more open to the paranormal now, but I'm also more guarded, always checking my surroundings. Sometimes, late at night, I expect the phone to ring. I check the caller ID, half hoping, half dreading it's her. I haven't heard the whispers again, but I feel her presence in quiet moments. I'm grateful for the memories, but wary of what lies beyond. That call changed how I see the world, and I'll never answer an unknown number at 5 a.m. again.